Hello YouTube, my name is Nero, and today we have some Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered using the old M4A3. I decided to dust the old girl off here for this video. I actually use it quite a bit here in this game. It's just one of those weapons where I don't typically do all that great with it, therefore you don't see it in a lot of my videos, but I am getting closer and closer to Red Tiger. I'm really enjoying using this weapon, having fun with it on bigger maps like Countdown. Like a lot of the maps that came in the December update are pretty good for sniping, and so if those maps show up in the rotation, typically I bust out the old M4A3, and I happen to have a pretty good game of domination for you guys. So hopefully you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy while we discuss one of the most controversial topics in Modern Warfare Remastered at this very moment: pro perks potentially coming to Modern Warfare Remastered in the near future, or at least perks themselves being overhauled in some fashion. It's long been rumored actually that Scavenger is in the game. Now, I haven't seen one of these personally, but people talk about it all the time over on the Modern Warfare subreddit. People tweet me this stuff all the time saying, look, this bug happened, and there's a scavenger pack here. I never know if it's true or not, so take that with a mountain of salt, right? Lots of salt. You never know exactly whether these are true, whether people are just shitposting, or what's going on with it, really. But we do see a lot of instances of scavenger packs randomly appearing in Modern Warfare Remastered. Again, it hasn't happened yet for me, but there are plenty of videos, plenty of images of it occasionally actually happening, so just keep that in mind. Now, recently, I saw this post regarding a weird sound in Modern Warfare Remastered, where they're trying to determine, what is this weird sound that people keep actually hearing? And they actually posted a video. I'm going to play the sound for you guys very quickly. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that sounded an awful lot like a scavenger pack being picked up to me, but I could be wrong. Again, the guy could actually have just edited that video to put that sound in there to just try and fool everybody on the subreddit. It's entirely possible, but there are a bunch of people on that post saying that, yes, they have actually heard that sound before. They weren't entirely sure how to describe the sound, obviously, via text, but that is the sound they have actually heard, and they've heard it in different circumstances as compared to just that one where he was holding a claymore, right? So it's possible that Scavenger Pro is in the game. It's possible that we actually have pro perks already in Modern Warfare Remastered, but they are just locked right now. Like, the perks are being limited, and occasionally the game bugs out and actually leaks the pro variant of that perk in some situations. I don't know. Entirely possible. Again, take everything here with a pinch of salt. We have learned that new attachments are in the game files. Attachments like extended mag, heartbeat sensor, thermal scope. And what's interesting about some of these attachments is they were oftentimes balanced by various perks in the game, right? In Modern Warfare 2, you could counter a heartbeat sensor. There were perks that allowed you to not show up on the heartbeat sensor. Well, here in Modern Warfare Remastered, which is based off of Call of Duty 4, there are no perks in Call of Duty 4 that are going to hide you from a heartbeat sensor. So it's like, what are we supposed to do? When this attachment comes to the game, are we just all going to be dying to heartbeat sensors because people are just going to sit there and just stare at their baby monitor and wait for somebody to walk by? Or are we going to have a counter of some kind? Are they going to say update dead silence to make it so it actually counters heartbeat sensors? Would that be Dead Silence Pro? What about the idea of thermal sights, right, or thermal scope? Oftentimes you have counters to these. You don't really need a counter to a thermal scope, really, because all it does is light you up. They can still see you regardless. But in other Call of Duty games, you could have a perk like, for example, Cold-Blooded Pro, which would actually hide you from the thermal scope. We don't have a counter like that in Modern Warfare Remastered, so I have to wonder, are they going to take an existing perk like UAV Jammer and update it to actually hide you from these different scopes? So if we could actually assume for a second, guys, if we could just assume for a second that pro perks are coming to the game, no confirmation whatsoever, pure speculation, but just for a moment here, can we assume that pro perks are coming to the game? We have to ask ourselves, why would Activision do this, right? What benefit would Activision see from adding a bunch of extra features to the game that would certainly be added to the game for free? I mean, there's no way they're going to add perks or attachments and lock them in supply drops. I don't even think Activision would sink that low. So why would they do it? What advantage would they actually have? The answer is honestly pretty simple. All of Activision's franchises have a goal of building player reach, player engagement, and player investment. Their idea is to build and deliver high-quality content, which then drives player engagement, i.e. time spent, and the more time you spend in a game, the more likely you are to spend money on the game. The developer or the studio or what have you will then take some of that money and invest it back into making the game, and which will basically just restart the entire cycle. And that's not just my own perceived idea. This is literally in their business report, right? This chart comes from the official 2016 fourth quarter shareholder report by Activision Blizzard, and we learned from this report that actually Black Ops 3 set records for add-on revenue, i.e. supply drops, which ended up earning them more money than map packs and season passes combined, even though there was a record amount of season pass holders back in Black Ops 3. So all this information is coming straight from the horse's mouth. This is from Activision. This is their plan. So what they may actually be doing with Modern Warfare Remastered, we're removing ourselves from fact here from a moment and going back into speculation territory. What they may be doing with Modern Warfare Remastered is setting the game up to be a huge cash cow for them for years to come. By continuously adding content from Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 into the game, they would see an increase in people playing the game, i.e. player engagement. More player engagement means more players investing in the game. More people investing in the game means more cash flow. More cash flow means more content can be made, and more content being made means they have more reach or players playing, and the cycle just continues on and on. I have to wonder if this strategy would actually be more profitable in the long run than them just remastering a new game every single year and throwing supply drops in there. But this is definitely a very interesting theory. And again, it's just a theory, but I asked you guys on Twitter if you think the recent changes to Modern Warfare Remastered have made the game better or worse. And here are the results at the time of the video being recorded. But if I could just chime in my own 2 cents here, I will say that I am enjoying Modern Warfare Remastered more now than I was back in December. A big part of that is the fact that they've actually updated the servers and these spawns, but adding in extra stuff to go for, like weapon kits, really adds spice to the game. And you can say what you want about having these new weapons in there, but I'm pretty excited every time I play because I know I'm working towards unlocking the XMLAR because I keep getting these supply drops, I keep getting all these keys, which then give me supply drops, I should say, and then from these supply drops I can get all the parts I need until eventually I may actually be able to get this weapon. It gives you more things to actually work towards, right? And Raven Software seems to have this philosophy of slowly updating and changing things to keep the game feeling fresh, and I definitely agree that the game will probably stagnate if it was just left alone, right? If it was just Call of Duty 4 with updated graphics, it may have stagnated and people may have stopped actually playing it. By slowly adding things to the game and giving us extra things to work towards, like Exclusion Zone Camo, for example, people are going to be more invested in playing the game, therefore going back to the chart, they're probably going to put more money into the game. More money into the game means more content, so on and so forth. It's a never-ending cycle. So the question is then posed, how far can they go before it's too far? Right? Because for each person, that answer is going to be something different. And I would love to hear what you guys think down there in the comment section below. Are pro perks going to be coming to this game? Yeah, they may actually be coming to the game. We have no idea. It's pure speculation, but they may actually be coming to the game. It's possible. Are these bugs actually just leftover assets from Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3? That's also entirely possible. Do they plan to release the heartbeat sensor with no actual counter to it whatsoever? I mean, that's also entirely possible. But if there's one thing I've learned in the months that Modern Warfare Remastered has been out, it's that nothing is for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys will enjoy this video. Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.